Unwanted circumstances stick around because you ask them to. That is the simple and seemingly harsh truth. The sooner you can make peace with the fact that you created it, the sooner you can let it go. There is no need to fight against your reality or your thoughts. Surrender to it. Forgive yourself and continue to persist in your chosen reality. So, how do you deal with unwanted circumstances? You simply make peace with them, then turn your focus elsewhere. When circumstances counter to your desire appear, it is okay for you to have your human moment. This goes into reacting versus responding territory. It is normal for humans to experience human emotions such as fear, disappointment, confusion, surprise, joy, love, anger, etc. Responding is when an unwanted circumstance materializes, and you experience human emotion. Reacting is when you dwell in that emotion and continue to live from a place of self-victimization. Questioning, why is this happening to me? I am doing everything right and it's not working. For example, say I am looking to buy a car and apply for a loan. Despite repeating my affirmations that I will get a car, I am denied. Responding would look like feeling disappointed at that moment upon hearing the news. Reacting would look like attaching a story to the news like, I was denied the loan and therefore can't get my car, and continue to dwell in that space. Why was I denied? What am I doing wrong? This isn't fair. I'm never going to get what I want. The law is not real. Why did they deny me? This is because my credit is bad, etc. What makes your circumstance continue to exist is you haven't expressed your feelings or made peace with your circumstance, and therefore keep dwelling in thoughts counter to your desire. Let me ask you this: if you continue to ignore your circumstances and yet they seem to irritate you like the mosquito that flies by in search of sweet blood, are you truly ignoring them? No, you are not, as long as your circumstances trigger you in some way. There is more work to be done on your self-concept and faith. When you are told to ignore your circumstance, it means to accept it as a materialization of past thoughts, not as proof that what you want isn't coming. Evidence doesn't precede, it follows. Now, this doesn't mean that your manifestations will come only once you aren't triggered by your circumstances. That would be ridiculous, as like I said previously, we are human and will experience human emotions. What this means is once your dominant thought is faith, then your desires will materialize in your reality. Your desires already exist within you. You can experience them whenever you'd like simply by turning inward and asking to experience them. You can do have anything your heart desires because you are God. So have faith in your imagination. Once you grasp this concept and fully integrate it into your being, then you will know true freedom. I get that I have to turn my focus elsewhere, but how do I do it? Sometimes reading explanations aren't as helpful as reading examples from experience. So here is a little on how I personally deal with unwanted circumstances. Now, I'd like to begin by defining unwanted circumstances as experiences in my 3D reality that directly contradict what I'd been affirming. 1. I allow myself to feel whatever feelings come. This doesn't mean throwing away my mental diet. It means allowing the feeling to come and not attaching a story or a meaning to it. Using the above example of being denied a loan while trying to buy a car, here is how I would respond. I would allow myself to feel disappointed, but I wouldn't let it mean that I won't get what I want. After all, the car can come into my reality in an infinite number of ways. I guarantee if you allow the feeling to come and breathe into it for a few moments, it will dissipate. Feelings and circumstances are temporary as long as you allow them to be. 2. If a feeling or thought keeps popping up around the unwanted circumstance, I find a way to express it. Example: while still persisting that I get the car I want, I keep randomly remembering being denied for the loan and feeling sad about it. This is uncomfortable and counterproductive, as the past is in the past and no longer affects me unless I allow it to. I deal with this by expressing the feeling through writing in my journal all my unproductive thoughts and countering them with productive thoughts. X. I won't get my car because I didn't get the loan is flipped to I can still get my car because it can come to me in any way. Find a way to express it that works for you. 3. I continuously work on my self-concept regardless of circumstances. I will always advocate for the importance of your self-concept. Self-concept is not the same as self-love. Self-concept is how you see yourself in relation to God, the world, and your desires. Self-love is how you treat yourself. I believe having both a strong self-concept and strong self-love is immensely important. Circumstances only continue to trigger you if you see yourself in relation to your desire as unworthy, or if you see your desire in relation to yourself as impossible. Once you understand that you are God, circumstances truly do not matter. In the meantime, how you respond to any circumstance, wanted or unwanted, can be a great indicator of what your self-concept is in relation to your desire. So, don't beat yourself up for your response. See it as a blessing, for it's showing you how you can improve your self-concept and materialize your desires. Final thoughts: use your circumstances as a guide. Your physical reality always reflects your inner reality. Therefore, if you continue to experience unwanted circumstances, you are dominantly dwelling in unwanted thoughts. Also, if your circumstances cause you to doubt your power as God of your reality, then your faith isn't strong enough. You build faith through self-concept work and continuously testing the law. You can test the law by manifesting things you care little about, or by paying attention to your thoughts and seeing how they materialize in your reality. Thinking of a friend, then hearing from them. Thinking about ice cream, then seeing a commercial about ice cream. Assuming someone will behave a certain way, then experiencing it, etc. You must understand that your entire reality, which includes seemingly insignificant things, is continuously being created by your thoughts and your self-concept. So, change your self-concept, stick to your mental diet, and persist until your desires manifest. Give your physical reality time to adjust to your new inner reality, and give yourself time to adjust to your new mental diet. You can have, do, and be anything you want, you just have to persist.